Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness and terrific Thursday here in Connecticut. Terrific Thursday here in Connecticut, 2020, year of the double C. Guys, I have some young guys that are this close to double C's that Maynard would blush. Oh, it's happening, baby. This groundswell is fabulous. And that is what I want to talk about today. And you saw the thumbnail. Be careful. What's the old saying? Be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. It's along those lines. But let me honk a little bit and then we'll get to it. I did a lot of SFE today, but spit buzzing, life's good. Let's see what we got. Yikes. You're the double C, baby. It just gets better and better and more relaxed and easier. Oh, OMG, say the young guys. Anyway, eat and drinking your fruits and vegetables. Anyway, be careful. Now, here's the deal. And I want to be very, very succinct with this and let you know what I'm talking about. I think most of you that follow this and follow this regularly feel like you know me pretty well on the air. Most of you have taken a couple lessons with me, a lot of lessons with me, bought books and whatnot, and I hope it's come across that I try very, very hard to be a nice guy. I'm a very God-fearing man. That means a lot to me. It does mean a lot to me. Okay? With that said. Now, I'm going to also say this. I hardly ever look at other websites. I don't want to know. I don't care. All I'm focused on is keeping Jerry's legacy alive and developing great chops. And I'm thrilled with what's going on. The subscriptions increase every single day. I have hundreds of students that I'm juggling, a week here, a week there, a month there, come back. Swamped with students. Everything is going great. I'm selling books like hotcakes. Life is great. Okay? So I don't go and see what anybody else is doing and what the competition is doing. On top of that, when Jerry was alive, when I first started this channel, I was into not calling people out, but showing my displeasure with some of the pedagogy that I was out there that I felt was nonsense. Two people in particular, Wynton Marsalis, okay? I went through up, down, around, everything and said he's one of the most talented guys and what an extraordinary talent, blah, blah, blah. But I do think his chops are down. That's all I said. I said, I think his corners are tight. I think a lot has to do with his trumpet. I thought it was so respectful, but pointing out the obvious. Anybody that has half a brain that heard him with the Jazz Messengers and heard him now and doesn't think his chops are down, doesn't know what they're talking about. And I got called everything from a crackerhead racist to F this because I said his chops are down. One of the greatest talents that's ever come across the trumpet world, his chops are down. Okay. Arnold Jacobs, another one. I went on and on. I heard him at Carnegie Hall at the Chicago Symphony. It was life-changing, the tone that he plays with, blah, 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 blah. But I don't agree with this part of his teaching. Oh, God. The next day, F you idiot, blah, blah, blah. I'm on all the chat rooms. This guy thinks Arnold Jacobs stinks. So I don't call out specific names anymore. I just don't. On top of that, when I first started this channel, there was a handful of guys on other channels that I didn't see, that guys were telling me about, that were really calling out Jerry, really detrimental to Jerry. And when Jerry was alive, I told him, Jerry, I'll tear him a new one. Let me go. And he promised me. He made me promise, Ralph, don't get down in the mud with them. Don't get down in the mud with them. Let the system's merits stand on their own. And that's all you have to worry about. And that's what I've done. That's what I've done. Can I get a little snarky at sometimes? Sure. Sure. But for the most part, if you think about it, I haven't used a specific name that I don't agree with. Anyway, what's happening here, and I have to say something, I am not going to use a specific name. Okay? Now, what's going on, and it's getting more and more, that's why I have to say something. I get emails all the time that if people hear something on this website, and they hear it's the Calat system and the Calat mouthpiece and all this sort of stuff, and they go on the internet and they get all this stuff Calat. Okay? Well, there's a handful of people out there that claim they are teaching the Calat method. And I get stuff like, well, you know, Ralph, you said this, but this guy who teaches the Calat method says that. Okay? So occasionally when I find out who they're talking about, I will go on their website and see what they're teaching. Guys, it couldn't be further from the truth. Absolutely. Actually, I know most of the guys that are doing it. And most of the guys that are claiming they're teaching the Calat method didn't talk to Jerry for 20 years. Okay? And you know, 20 years, 20 days, the method changes. They have no idea what's going on with Jerry the last, no idea. Now, just the heck of it, look at these two diagrams. Okay? These are from his earlier books. This is what they're talking about. Now, see how Neanderthal that looks to what Jerry put out towards the end of his life, the stuff that I'm putting in my books, with all the description and the actual, you know, minute detail of everything. It's not even close. Now, another thing, guys, I want you to be wary of. Many of these guys, first of all, not even professional players, many of them. Many of these guys, the first thing, if they are not using a Calat mouthpiece, they can't teach the Calat system because they are not anything other than mouthpiece. And I'm not trying to sell mouthpieces. I'm saying this long before I ever bought out Jerry's mouthpiece system. I'm saying this because it's true. You cannot do the Calat system without some form of a Calat mouthpiece. Now, it does not have to be a 1SB, but it has to be some form of a Calat mouthpiece. It has to. And if these guys that are teaching the Calat system that have their own mouthpiece, guys, it can't possibly be the Calat system. All right? Now, the naysayers out there are thinking, well, you're the only one that... No, that's not what I'm saying. There are several guys out there that are absolutely qualified and are wonderful teachers and do a good job of teaching Jerry stuff. I can think one right off the top of my head. There's a guy in New Jersey who is a marvelous, marvelous New York City freelance player who teaches out of... I'm not going to use his name because I'm not going to draw him into this. I told you I'm not using names. Who teaches out of his music store in Jersey. Tremendous. Knows Jerry's stuff inside and out, loves it, uses his mouthpiece, eats, drinks, and sleeps cow. I'd recommend him in a minute to somebody that's doing it. And if you live in Jersey and you want that name, I can give it to you. Email me and I'll give it to you. Contact number. But these other guys, they're not using the mouthpiece. They haven't seen him in 20 years. What they're saying, and that's another thing, guys. Not only have they not seen him in 20 years, what they do is they take one little thing that that he said 20 years ago. They cherry pick it, and then they cover the rest of it with their own gobbledygook that Jerry never said. Now, what they're doing is this. And the naysayer may say that I'm doing the same thing. So be it. They are cashing in on the Kalat name. The Kalat name is worldwide. And people that are not privy to myself or these guys in Jersey or some of the other guys throughout the country, okay, they go to the guy that says it, but they're not doing it. They're not doing it. 99 times out of 100, all these people that are playing Kalat cannot play one note that you want to listen to. That's the thing, too. Okay? Now, I'm not going to do any more than this. Does it make me sound like a bitter old man? I hope not. All I am is interested in preserving Jerry's legacy, his real legacy, and teaching the way he thought it was right, and making great trumpet players, which was the only thing that he was concerned about, was getting this knowledge out to the masses. And as I said in the thumbnail, all I'm saying is be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. All right? Enough said. We'll get back to some cool stuff tomorrow. But I had to put that out there because it's getting a little weird lately. And that's it. Okay, guys. Eat and drink your fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power, the way Jerry would like it. True power. Not the fake stuff. True power. Love you all. Talk tomorrow.